Greetings, everybody. One of my main viewers, Charlie, asked me to show some Beatles 45s, picture sleeves, I think, in particular, and that's what I'm going to do today. I figured, why not? Now, I have a batch here. This is not necessarily all of them that I have. These are US 45s, by the way, from the United States. They're not other countries. But I noticed when going through them from my Beatles 45 box of US stuff, I noticed that some of the sleeves that I'm sure I have, and some of the records weren't here. So I think I got them scattered elsewhere in this room and other places, other boxes. So if I don't have something here, and you say something's missing, could mean it's elsewhere and not in this particular pile. All right. So I'm going to show you everything that I've got here. And these are in no particular order. They're not in order of release necessarily or anything. To start with, we have the Inchy Suite on Atco. We have on Tali, Love Me Do with P.S. I Love You. We have on Cameo, Peter Best, formerly of the Beatles. He's doing Boys and Kansas City. Yeah, some of these I'll show you the backs of. Now we jump ahead to I Feel Fine and She's a Woman. You see, when I reverse them, some of them will have the record in there. The record I usually keep outside. I don't like to damage the sleeve too much inside. So I might not be able to show you the back of some of these if the photo is different. Okay, we have Ticket to Ride and Yes It Is. Strawberry Fields Forever and Penny Lane. This one, yeah, I don't want to take it out of here. I can't show you the back, unfortunately. I need a record for this one in good shape. You know, I'm going to put the ones aside that I need to get a good record for. All right, here we have She Loves You. Back with I'll Get You on the Swan label. One of my favorites of all my 45s. Let's really jump ahead now to the Ballad of John and Yoko and Old Brown Shoe. This one I'm able to show you the back. Some of these I just have the sleeves, and I need to get a nice record. So I'm going to do that. That's going to be my project for today. We have Hello, Goodbye, and I Am the Walrus. I need a record for this one as well. A Hard Day's Night and I Should Have Known Better. Matchbox and Slow Down. Help and I'm Down. I had this when I was a kid. This is not the same sleeve I had. But when I was about 4 years old, I remember having this one in my collection. Nowhere Man and What Goes On. Paperback Rider and Rain. Now I noticed when I looked at my She Loves You before, I thought it was not really the best sleeve. It wasn't as clean as I thought I'd had. Well, this is an improvement. So I have two of them. This one's a little upgrade. I love this sleeve. And this record. Okay, we have George Martin and his orchestra. And I Love Her and Ringo's theme, aka This Boy. We Can Work It Out and Day Tripper. I also had this 45 as a 4-year-old. I remember that picture sleeve. On VJ, we have Do You Want to Know a Secret? And Thank You, Girl. I have another copy of Help and I'm Down. I Want to Hold Your Hand and I Saw Her Standing There, which started the whole thing off here in the United States. Yesterday and Act Naturally. And I Love Her, and If I Fell. I'm happy just to dance with you, and I'll cry instead. This is not an original. This is a reissue. This is the one I need. It's the one everybody needs. It's Can't Buy Me Love, and you can't do that. It's like the rarest of the Capitol Picture sleeves because not as many were pressed as I understand. The thing is, though, it's too bad that the cover is identical to I Want to Hold Your Hand. It'd be nice if it was a different, unique photo. That's why, although it's the rarest, it's not really that much into me to get it. I don't really feel like, I got to get that because it's just the same old picture. But I should have it. Okay, let's go over to MGM now for an early one. My Bonnie and the Saints. This is with Tony Sheridan and the Beat Brothers. Actually, they're billed as the Beatles, I believe. Right? Okay, here's a sleeve for Please Please Me and For Me to You. Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. On VJ. Okay, here's an EP, 4 by the Beatles. The Beatles don't have many EPs in the U.S., and here's the label there. I know I have the other one. I forget what it's called. Where they have the Beatles 65 cover with the umbrellas, but it wasn't in this pile, so I don't know. I don't know where I've got it. Let's go back to VJ for a minute here for Souvenir of Their Visit to America, another EP on VJ. Let's do 8 Days a Week, and I Don't Want to Spoil the Party. I also need a good 45 of this. You can see different photo of the Fab Four in there. So we'll put that on the side. Yellow Submarine and Eleanor Rigby. That's a really nice sleeve. It just requires that I get a nice record to go with it because I do not have a record for this. So let's put that on the side. We have All You Need Is Love and Baby You're a Rich Man. This is another one that I had as a child when I was 5. I know I had this 45 for sure. I remember the sleeve very clearly. Okay, we have Lady Madonna and the Inner Light. And along with this one, we have a fabulous poster offer from the official Beatles fan club. This is supposed to come with this one. It doesn't always come with it. You got to try to find it. All right. Now we've got Let It Be, along with You Know My Name, Look Up the Number. And we've got The Long and Winding Road, back with For You Blue. And then after the Beatles broke up, we got a few. 1976, Obla Di Obla Da and Julia. I don't know where. I have a couple of Gotta Get You Into My Life picture sleeves, which uses the Beatles Rock and Roll Music 1976 cover. It wasn't in this batch. It's somewhere in here. I wish I had them all together, but I don't. I don't really know completely the deal with this one. I think this was somebody tell me this was supposed to come out for the Love Songs album, Girl, and You're Going to Lose That Girl. I think this is a counterfeit. I don't believe it's real. It's on a kind of brownish, orangish, reddish kind of vinyl. Don't know the complete history of that. Also have the Beatles movie medley, 1982, the Real Music album, REEL, of course. And finally, for this particular video, the last one I'm going to show here is Love Me Do and P.S. I Love You reissue. All right. And that's from the Beatles' 20 Greatest Hits album that came out in, I believe, 82. So, thank you for the suggestion, Charlie. It was a lot of fun doing this. I just wish I had everything all together in one box. Someday I'll sort that out. But it was a good chunk of the US single releases here. Thanks, folks.